Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 192 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name's Geiger, and that is Christian.
Everyone is a collector of something.
And we're your hosts with the posts. Every week, Christian, myself, or a listener select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. This week's topic is chosen by a listener named Tess, is Funko Pops.
That's right. Those little hunks of plastic that people love to put around their cubicle to make it seem like they have a personality.
Yeah, there's awful little things that I do not understand. But well, you know what? Actually, I was actually thinking about this, and I kind of do get it. I do it from Funko's point of view. It seems like they're the first, company to make collector's items that could be that they all look the same across all media.
Mm-hmm.
They can sort of make look exactly the same.
Right. It's, the formatting of it, sure.
Make it even more collectible because you can have your Star Wars Funko and then also your House MD. Well, they're like two things that should not be made collectibles of in the same vein, and yet they are. People
they
that
sure are.
Up.
Yeah, they sure do. It's the amount of these things, just the licensing agreements behind them is staggering. How many different characters and pop culture things there are. It just seems like anything that comes out, it automatically has some sort of Funko Pop thing attached to it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, really, really, I mean, you know what? And good for them. I'm looking up the company in 2020, height of the pandemic here in the Americas. They made $653 million on Funko Pops.
Incredible. And so they release a lot of limited pops and stuff,
sure,
which are limited to 55,000 in several hundred Target stores across the country. I'm assuming usually how it goes.
And people are out there hunting for them. The Pops were decimated. Remember that? That was a fun one.
Oh yeah, boy, we didn't even consider that post. That was a good one. Wasn't that was some guy whining on Twitter or something?
Yep, about the Star Wars. He was upset because he had to go to his kid's soccer game or something and couldn't get to Target, and people had already gone through the Pops by the time the adult man had gotten there. Boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's dead now from gout, most likely, so don't worry about it.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so what did Tess, our good pal Tess, one of our actual friends from this
one of your real-life
internet
friends, yeah.
What did she have to say? Why did she choose this topic exactly?
Sure, yeah. So Tess wrote in and said, I bought this topic for my sweet wife, a.k.a. big, strong boyfriend, Zach, for Christmas. So, hey, Merry Christmas, Zach. I have a big-ass Funko Pop head, so I thought it would remind him of me.
That's so sweet.
That's so very sweet. Tess, your head is above average.
That's such a kind thing to say. Well, anyway, Merry Christmas to Tess and Zach. Hope you guys are listening to this beneath the tree. You're in your Christmas pajamas. The tree is disgusting at this point.
No, just
waiting. Stockings hung with care.
Fucking finally. All right. Mm-hmm. Now we can get rid of this shit.
All right, great. Well, this should be a good one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Whatever.
He's delirious, folks. Why don't we get started here?
I have COVID, as you're well aware of. We'll see if I survive till when this episode drops. That'll be fun.
The last episode, the last voice you'll ever hear, the last recording of his voice will be talking about Funko Pops. Oh. Boy, if you went out like that, it would make sense.
What a great way to go.
Reddit user Amber Tim went to the subreddit r Funko Pop to ask, how does your spouse feel about your Funko addiction? Stare Contest replied, at first my fiance was supportive and even bought some herself. Then she started to see so many I kept buying that she was no longer on board. I kept telling her that I was a collector and that's what collectors do. But I don't believe this lie anymore. It's like crack and Funko is my dealer. It doesn't help that I earn well and have no kids, nor do we have plans on having them. It's about space at this point. In the end, it's not a sustainable hobby. The OP asked, why don't you think it's a sustainable hobby? What about it doesn't make it a continuous collectible for the future? And a user named Chibble replied, he literally said it above. He doesn't have space. The OP responded, I beg to differ. I've seen people with thousands. If someone is that passionate about collecting things, they'll find space. Gearhead120 asked, why would any sane person want thousands? I think hundreds is too much. And the OP replied, you obviously don't know much about true collecting, do you? I'm not against constructive criticism. What I'm against is someone saying it is insane to have thousands of pops. That's horribly childish.
Childish.
Horribly childish to judge me for my thousands of pops.
Yeah. That's cool. I like the guy telling the stranger on the internet, is like, I beg to differ about you not having space. Like, what? You have no idea what this guy's situation is.
If you were a real collector, you'd make do.
Yeah. You live in a studio apartment. I don't care. You need to have several thousand Funkos in there.
One entire wall, floor to ceiling.
If you don't, deep. You're not a true collector.
So weird, man.
That is also the thing. Like, unlike a lot of collectible items, it seems Funkos are explicitly just for collecting, right? Can you even do anything with them?
I mean, they are technically bobbleheads, so you could
they're
strap.
Bobbleheads?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yeah, so you could strap them to the dashboard of your car and drive around. Watch that little guy just nod at you.
I had no idea they're bobblehead because I've never seen one out of a box before.
You wouldn't know it looking at them, but yeah, they got a little spring in there and everything. That's what they started. They started off as bobbleheads of Bob's Big Boy. That was the first Funko Pop, because the people that owned it originally were like, we're gonna do cool Midwestern retro stuff.
Sure.
It's like, no, you're not. You're going to do fucking SpongeBob SquarePants with big black dead eyes, and you're going to like it.
You're going to do the, I'm looking at one now, the Hawaiian Punch guy. Funko Pop.
Punchy. The Hawaiian Punch mascot. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Somehow a bobblehead is even more useless than just a boxed collector's item now that I think about it. Like, what joy do you even get from a bobblehead?
Just sitting there listlessly shaking it around as you stare at all of the thousands of Funko staring back at you.
Big dead eyes. Well, speaking of all that stuff, a gentleman in a Funko Pop collecting Facebook group posted this. What an expensive week. And they include a screenshot of his recent Funko purchases from eBay. Let's go through these.
Boy.
2-pack of Matthew Patel and Demon Chick from Scott Pilgrim, $24.66. Gideon Graves and Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim, $53.45. Envy Adams from Scott Pilgrim, $106.91. And Todd Ingram from Scott Pilgrim, $147.93. A total of $332.95 this week on Funko Pops.
Man.
But another guy said, expensive? LOL, you have no idea. Another guy said, he spent over $300 in 1 week. What do you consider expensive? And the other guy said, well, last week I bought a Mac for $2,200, a phone at $1,200, 3 Switch games totaling $180, and that's not counting small things like figures and whatnot. And this was all for me. That's not counting what I spent on my other half and my kids.
Wow.
This guy loves just spending money.
Loves spending money. And I understand the need to, that you feel compelled to compare. But it really is an apples and oranges situation where you're comparing a $2,200 Mac to $400 worth of Funko Pops, which again still seems wildly extreme to me.
Yeah, ideally $2,200 for a Mac will give you a lot more use than $400 for Funko Pops.
For sure, yeah, one would think.
I would certainly hope so.
Except the guy's actually using it to make spreadsheets to track his Funko Pops. So.
The Mac is just a display for the Funko Pops. It's like a shelf.
Just throwing it into the wall like a frisbee. And great. There you are. And, of course, using the $1,200 phone to take photos for your Instagram feed.
The shittiest photos possible. Yeah, looking at pictures of Funko guys on Instagram, they not a great eye for aesthetics, those fellas, which makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, they are interested in the ugliest fucking things. God damn. Well, cool. Good luck to that guy for spending $400 on Funkos, and then the other guy for spending way too much money on all the other stuff.
$400, by the way, just on a couple Scott Pilgrim related.
Yeah,
Funkos.
That's pretty gross.
The fact that there's at least 4 different ones just from that movie, which I will never see that movie or read the comics or whatever the fuck, and yet somehow there's at least 4. Didn't even mention Scott Pilgrim himself as a Funko. So,
oh no, that guy has every variant of Scott Pilgrim already for sure.
Good Lord.
Lined up on his headboard. This one is from the Am I the Asshole subreddit. I'm 23 years old and play video games a lot. A part of the hobby for me is collecting Funko Pops. I have 54 pieces in my collection and am very proud of each one of them. My mother, however, hates this and finds it a waste of money, especially since I don't have a job yet, which I'm working on. Yesterday, I came back home after visiting my dad to find every single one of my Funko Pops gone. I was shocked and went directly to my mother to ask her where they went. And she told me she threw them away. She didn't even sell them and make some money in the process. She went and threw away every single piece. Not to say the least, I was very angry and started yelling at her, and she yelled back. Then I spit on her and I went back to my room. I haven't spoke to her since. Later, I searched the garbage place, I don't know what you call it, in my building and didn't find them. What do you guys think about the whole thing? I'm feeling extremely bad after treating my mom that way, but even more angry because she threw away my stuff. Am I the asshole? A now deleted user replied, 23, no job, collects toys, and spits on your mother. You're the asshole.
Yeah. I think that sums it up pretty damn succinctly, huh?
Yep.
The garbage place, whatever you call that.
I don't know what that's called. Look,
I don't bog myself down with the details of language or anything. I got Funko Pops and video games to worry about. I'm not even sure what is he talking about, the dumpster? Or like
I would assume if they're living in an apartment, like where the chute would be, perhaps, or just like an area where the garbage is bagged up and awaiting the pickup. Yeah, boy,
it's really more like why are you adding that detail? Why are you telling people you don't know what the garbage place in your building is called?
I gotta figure out a way to make myself look even worse in this situation by admitting that I don't know what part of this a normal everyday thing
I'm
is.
so bad I went digging through the trash and didn't even know what it was called while I was doing.
Look, I'm a little beside myself right now. due to the whole Funko Pop situation and the fact that I'm working on getting a job. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We'll see how that goes. People don't like to hire mom spitters generally.
Do you think that comes up in the interview?
I think this guy would bring it up. I don't think he has a fucking filter on what he says. Yeah, I spit on my mom yesterday.
Yeah, coming.
Little loud autistic voice shrieking.
Oh, folks, if you know autistic voice, boy.
Hey, you're listening to a couple of them right now.
I don't know. I think we have some pretty good afflection in our voices. You ever see a woman talk and you're just like, you know, you hear her talk.
Affection, is that what you said?
No, affliction. No, not affliction. That's inflection. That's what I meant.
Buddy. Affliction, the really cool
the brand,
clothing brand. Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, you ever see like a good-looking woman, then she starts talking, and it's just like that. It's best I can would be a SNL Janet Reno style voice coming out of her, like, "Oh yeah, you are 100% autistic."
That's what you want to hear. You're like, "Oh, so you're hot and stupid. I like this. That means I can land you, and you won't care." Cool.
You will not understand the actions that I'm putting forward, and it'll be great for me. Great.
It's slimy between my legs. Like, hell yeah, it is, baby.
Mouthful of tortilla chips in the middle of the restaurant.
Eating bugles as you're fucking her. I'm like, yeah, baby.
Okay.
Picture this, folks. The sun is shining, your shirt is off, your man tits are full, and your balls are smooth. But only thanks to our friends at Manscaped. This summer, you want to kill some cold beers and barbecues, not kill the vibe with pubes peeking out of your swim trunks. That's why Manscaped has their Performance Package 4.0 to keep the part in your pants looking crisp and refreshing all summer long. So dive headfirst into summer by joining the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and get ready for hot guy summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with promo code REPORT.
The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to prepare that summer bod. Inside the package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies. The Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor, a new multifunction on-off switch with travel lock, great for summer, and it gives you the ability to turn the 4,000 LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave.
Yeah, that's right. This trimmer is pretty great. I've been using it a lot to take care of my awful hair down there. I have a lot of curly hair on the top of my head, and folks, the carpet matches the drapes. The great thing about this trimmer is it's also waterproof. From the shower to the lake, from your chest scruff all the way down to your ball fro, the Lawnmower 4.0 is the best trimmer around. Once your downstairs weeds are taken care of, look after the rest with Manscaped's liquid formulations, they're calling them. We use Crop Preserver ball deodorant to stay cool in the heat. With a soothing aloe vera formula, it's the best in the business for below-the-waist freshness.
Formulations, huh? That is
That's right.
Fancy.
Yeah.
And speaking of fancy, Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. And those boxers will bring your comfort to another level, and the travel bag is great for throwing everything into. And hey, you want to take your grooming game even further? Take a look at Manscaped Shears 2.0, a package that has everything you need to look pristine, including nail cutters, tweezers, and grooming scissors. With the Performance Package, your balls will be ready to impress, but make sure you cover the rest with the Shears 2.0, and you'll be ready to perform from head to toe this summer.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with promo code REPORT at manscaped.com. That's, again, 20% off plus free shipping with promo code REPORT at manscaped.com. This is the summer to turn your package into the full packaged with Manscaped.
So a gentleman on Facebook said that Funko Pops are weird. A friend of his named Brian said this about that. They're pretty ugly, and seeing somebody with one immediately lets you know that the person has bad taste. I have broken several of my coworkers' Funkos when nobody is looking, and will continue to do so. And someone else said, "You're a real piece of shit." And to that, Brian said, "Oh yeah, I also dipped my brother's Darth Vader Funko in his toilet after I used it." Honestly, people deserve this if they own Funkos. And another guy chimed in and said, "Dude, that's awful." To which Brian said, "People who own Funkos need to get a clue. They are children. I honestly want to smash a Funko right now and punch someone who owns one." Tough, man. That's
what gotta know. What happened to Brian? What did a Funko do to Brian that he's just this upset about the whole thing? Just wants to destroy every Funko in the world. I do like the idea of just going and breaking stuff on your coworker's desk because you're just like, this
hilarious
shit
thing to do.
Sucks. This sucks so bad. Just like
totally fucking unhinged. I love it. We've already had several unhinged people 4 posts into this episode. It's a very good sign.
just combine that with just throwing the guy's lunch away every day.
Yeah, that's a good classic prank.
Just get him to leave just immediately. Well, just quitting. Not even coming back for the pops because they're broken anyways. So.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, this guy definitely... Something happened at some point and he's now has a vendetta against pops. So
He probably lost out on a bid on eBay for a pop a couple years ago. And he turned to the Joker about Funko Pops.
Hey, man. All it takes is one bad day, right? Mm-hmm. One step. Great. Hey, back in 2017, Funko released a set of pops based around a TV show, Twin Peaks. There.
Oh yeah, that's one of the trending topics that pops up on my goddamn Twitter every day. I don't know why.
One of the figures was of Laura Palmer, whose murder makes up the backbone of the entire series. And here's a review for that Funko Pop figure from a woman named Star Mignon. A toy of a dead naked woman wrapped in plastic after being raped and murdered by her father is not okay. Funko has been tasked with making action figures and pops of Twin Peaks characters in time for the show's return to television. I honestly don't know what Showtime was thinking approving this or the people at Funko who came up with it. This is disgusting and wrong, especially in current political climate of women's marches and the fight against campus rape and sexual assault. She included a link to a change.org petition that she made, ban Funko's dead Laura Palmer Twin Peaks toy. This petition got 40 signatures on it, and this comment from a guy named Ben. The person who started this petition sucks. You know, some people have not seen Twin Peaks. Way to give a plot spoiler, you shithead. You should be ashamed.
Focusing on the most important part of this.
Spoiler alert, bitch.
Yeah. It is weird that there are Funko Pops for a David Lynch TV show from 30 years ago. It's not surprising, but it's weird.
There are Patrick Bateman Funko Pops.
Do we have like Jeffrey Dahmer Pops and stuff
no,
like that?
So
yet?
there's like it's weird. The like there's not a lot of the only people that are like real people that are immortalized as pops are like politicians. So also horrible molesters, but not
Obama Funko Pop. I don't see one. There's a Trump one. That's cool.
There's a Trump one. There's a Hillary Clinton one.
Oh yeah.
There's a Bernie one. Yeah, I think it was just like the 2016 election. They were like, we're going to get on the ground floor of this one.
There's looks to be a Funko Pop ripoff Garbage Pail Kids Donald Dumpty vinyl figure. It's $128. Wow, that's cool. I think it might actually be a Funko brand. I don't know. It's Garbage Pail Kids Donald Trump Funko Pop.
They got a Hillary Clinton one too. That she's coming out of bill. You see that one?
I see that one. Yep, that one's $45.
Oh, man, women, they want equality. They want their Garbage Pail Kid vinyl action figure to be the same price as the men.
God damn, some of these things are just, the price is wild.
Well, that's the thing is then people are spending. Oh, you got to, of course, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, American History, Funko Pop. What are these go? Be it Bad Boys. Oh, you can still get one for $12 on Funko.com. So.
Yeah, it's not nearly as good as the Mr. Trump one. Says a lot.
A guy going into Hot Topic, like a MAGA guy going into Hot Topic to buy a Trump one.
Yeah. Well, that makes more sense than someone buying a Ruth Bader Ginsburg Funko. I don't know who that's not. Those audiences don't cross. I don't think.
Sure. Yeah. There's 1 million women in like Bushwick that have that Funko Pop on their bookshelf. So
that's true. Hey, here's a fun article from last year on the website Pop Insider, written by author Madeline Buckley. There may be a million things Alexander Hamilton hasn't done, but becoming a Funko Pop figure is no longer one of them. Finally, the main characters from the popular Broadway musical Hamilton have gotten the Funko Pop treatment. And you don't want to miss your shot to add these faves to your collection. Entertainment Earth has 10 new Hamilton designs in all, which launched today for pre-order. There are 6 standard pop figures with designs featuring Alexander Hamilton, Aaron Burr, George Washington, and Peggy Angelica and Eliza Schuyler. These figures all stand approximately 3.75 inches tall and come packaged in a window display box. Another pop figure version of Alexander Hamilton, wearing his blue coat, is available as a Walmart exclusive. The designs are all expected to ship in July.
How exciting.
And some of the author's other articles include: a Vera Wing tribute doll brings high fashion to the Barbie signature collection. Build-A-Bear celebrates 25 years with an adorable Darth Vader bear. Take breakfast to the dark side with Uncanny Brand's newest waffle makers. And literally hundreds of other articles talking about things you can buy with product names on them that you've heard of.
Yep. You know what? And I say to her, get that bag, sis.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to hire you to write thousands of articles about Barbies and Cabbage Patch Kids and whatever the hell else, you know what? More power to you. So, I mean, it's almost at least it's it's somehow light years above just collecting the shit. If you're using your knowledge to write stuff, okay, at least there's that. So,
yeah, she's also a senior editor at the toyinsider.com. This lady just might like toys. I don't know.
You know what? They rock. They're cool and they're fun. And I also like them.
She's a writer, a movie score enthusiast, and a knitter.
What does she look like? Maybe I should drop her a line here.
I would say she looks attainable. The last thing she tweeted was retweeting someone saying, "Wear a damn mask" in caps over and over again. So she's about
cute. She got a little like rosacea action going on.
Is what I said wrong?
Nope. Kind of looks like she's always blushing, but it's just her skin. How cute.
Yeah, maybe you can redden up her ass a little bit too while you're at it.
Hey, here's a.
Hey, I'm just offering an idea. Hey, my hashtag Black Widow original Funko fell from my bookshelf the other night, and I'm just now realizing the irony of the result.
Oh, because she falls and she
She falls
dies
in the
by
movie.
falling. Yeah.
That
Pretty
is-
good.
That is ironic. You gotta hand it to her.
Oh, look at this. Oh, and she's... Okay, I'm done looking at this weird one. Hey, folks, we couldn't do a Funko Pop episode without including this classic. Reddit user BoyHus6, I'm going to say that's right, went to our Funko Pop to post this. I had to create a pop tract between my wife and I due to my excessive collecting of pops.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pop tract. Effective as of August 1st in the year of 2016, this contract will serve as the agreement between James and Amanda regarding the purchase of Funko Pops.
Mm-hmm.
As of August 1st, James should be only allotted $30 per week on purchasing Funko Pops. Monthly, James shall not spend more than the amount of weeks in a month multiplied by the $30 limit. Funds replenish on Fridays and are determined based on the amount of Fridays within the month. If James breaks the maximum allowance per month, James will lose that amount for the following month. For instance, if James spends $150 in August with a maximum allowance of $120, he will lose $30 for September. This weekly monthly limit will not include the following: gifts from others, San Diego Comic-Con week, New York Comic-Con week, Boston Comic-Con week, Star Wars Convention week, any other special event where exclusive or limited pops are released, shipping charges for pops purchased online, Chase Pops found at retail price, any and all subscription boxes related to Pops, Amanda buying any Pops at all. Special circumstances: if James sells any current possessions, this money can be added to an emergency pop fund account that James can spend as he pleases. If James buys Pops for anyone else, that money will not be counted towards his weekly allowance. Unused pop money within a month will then go to James' emergency pop fund. By signing below, the two parties involved agree to have the above stipulations of Funko Pop purchasing. This will be reevaluated every July as needed.
Yeah. Well, 6 years old this thing is. Incredible. Yep. It feels quaint now at this point. Like, it's not even... There's been a million things that have been worse posted on the internet since then.
This is around the same time of Don't Email My Wife, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Same rough era, yeah. The pre-Trump era. Before shit got real crazy. Yeah, such a innocent time. But yeah, still a hilarious idea. Have not followed up with those folks. I'm sure things are going great over there. For Jimmy and Amy.
Well, I just found Jim's Twitter account.
Okay.
Here. His bio is: the views expressed in this account are strictly of my own. I am a Coca-Cola drinking, Funko Pop collecting, WWE watching, straight edge assistant principal.
Wow. The cool assistant principal, no doubt.
It looks like he's still with his old lady here.
Okay,
There's
good.
a picture of him and her together with a very, what appears to be very drunk Rob Van Dam at some sort of wrestling event. So that's
Sweet.
pretty cool.
Love transcends all, I guess. That's
Even
brutal.
Funko Pops. Yep. Really good. This guy is like 4'11", by the way, too. It rocks.
He's a normal height. So some guys on the subreddit are maybe we're making fun of a guy's Funko Pop collection. Some other folks may note of how pathetic the consumerist nature of all this is, right?
Sure.
Well, a now deleted user said this about that. Anti-consumerism has always been popular with fascists, similar to what drives eco-fascism too. The effective ability to identify problems in a capitalist hierarchy, but the proposed solution is more the, quote, reduce the population so only the best individuals of a certain culture and race can thrive approach.
Okay.
And PTI Branson responded, it's all about aesthetics. Consuming based and trad things like huge McManson's gigantic SUVs, expensive electronics, and an all-meat diet is good and red-pilled, whereas filling a shelf with shitty plastic toys on the other hand is cringe and bad. I gotta say, I think they're trying to say that the former is worse than the latter, but it's not really convincing me.
It doesn't quite align. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I gotta say, huge house, gigantic cars, expensive electronics, better than a shelf with shitty plastic toys.
That's the thing that the not liking Pops, trying to put that as becoming posing as anti-populationism somehow.
Pretty funny.
It's a big jump.
Yeah,
it's a big jump, and just basically regurgitating any sort of like throwing in like the red pilled thing. Like, yeah, I've heard this before, so obviously I know what I'm talking about.
All right, we're going to stop right here because we're going to finish the rest of this episode over on patreon.com/reportthispost. That's right. If you enjoyed this first 20-ish to 30-ish minutes of the episode, you'll be happy to know that there's about an hour extra of this one over there on patreon.com/reportthispost. Head over there. And all you got to do is subscribe for $5 a month. You'll get every single full episode with dozens of more posts a month, plus an additional bonus episode every single week. Unbelievable. This is literally millions of posts that we read on the air every single month. Possibly billions. I have not counted. In fact, I can't count. I'm actually illiterate as well. But irregardless, patreon.com/reportthispost, and we'll see you over there, and God bless.